And we're back with another episode of Unlocking Huntington Beach. What's going on? My name is Lane Stone, and we have another good one for you today. And today we're going to be talking about all of the beautiful beaches that Huntington Beach has to offer. Now, when most people hear Huntington Beach, they picture one beach, one pier, and one long stretch of sand. But Huntington Beach actually has several different beach experiences, and choosing the wrong one can completely change your day. The best beach for a first-time visitor is not necessarily the best one for families. The best place for a bonfire may not be the quietest beach. And if you bring your dog to the wrong section of the coastline, your beach day could end before it even begins. Today, I'm comparing Huntington City Beach, Huntington State Beach, Bolsa Chica State Beach, Huntington Dog Beach, and Sunset Beach. I'll break down what each beach is best for, what amenities you'll find, the biggest disadvantage of each location, and which beach you should choose based on the kind of day you actually want. Welcome back to Unlocking Huntington Beach. I'm Lane Stone, born and raised in Huntington, and I've been running a top real estate team right here in beautiful Huntington Beach for more than 14 years. And one of the things people learn after spending time here is that our coastline changes dramatically depending on where you stop. Huntington Beach has more than 8 miles of coastline stretching from Sunset Beach in the north down to the Santa Ana River near Newport Beach. Along the coastline, you have beaches operated by the city of Huntington Beach, beaches operated by California State Parks, and one very popular section specifically known for welcoming dogs. Each one has its own atmosphere, access points, parking system, and rules. So instead of declaring that one beach is universally better than all the others, I'm going to help you find the one that fits your day. Because the best beach means something very different to somebody looking to surf versus a family with young children, a dog owner, or someone carrying enough bonfire equipment to establish a small coastal settlement. Let's begin with the beach most visitors already have in mind, Huntington City Beach. This is the central stretch of coastline surrounding the Huntington Beach Pier. If it's your first time visiting Surf City and you want the classic Huntington Beach experience, this is where I would start. You have the pier directly in front of you, Main Street across Pacific Coast Highway, and Pacific City just south of downtown. There are restaurants, shops, bike and surfboard rentals, beach volleyball courts, restrooms, outdoor showers, and access to the paved beach path. The pier itself stretches approximately 1,850 feet into the Pacific Ocean and serves as the visual center of the city. This is also where many of Huntington Beach's biggest events happen, including surf competitions, volleyball tournaments, the Pacific Air Show, and 4th of July activities such as the fireworks. Choose Huntington City Beach if you want the pier, easy access to downtown, restaurants within walking distance, beach volleyball, surf culture, people watching, and a full beach and city experience. This is also a good choice if your group wants different things. Some people can spend the day on the sand while others walk the pier, shop downtown, or get something to eat. You're not committing everyone to 8 uninterrupted hours of sitting beside a cooler. The downside is that City Beach is normally the busiest option. On summer weekends and event days, the areas closest to the pier can become crowded very quickly. Parking can also be more expensive or difficult than it is farther north, especially if you arrive after the morning rush has already started. And because this is the center of the action, it may not be the right beach if your goal is complete peace and quiet. Next is Huntington State Beach, which begins south of Beach Boulevard and continues for approximately 2 miles to the Santa Ana River at the Newport Beach boundary. This area feels much more like a traditional full-day beach destination. It has large parking areas, restrooms, outdoor showers, picnic areas, volleyball and basketball courts, a paved multi-use trail, and designated fire rings. There are fewer immediate downtown distractions, which can be an advantage when your goal is simply to claim your part of the sand and stay for several hours. Choose Huntington State Beach if you want more room to spread out, a family beach day, fire rings, volleyball, or basketball, easy access from a large parking lot, a picnic, or fewer downtown crowds. This is especially useful for groups bringing chairs, umbrellas, food, and beach equipment. At City Beach, you may be carrying everything from a downtown garage or a smaller parking area. At Huntington State Beach, you can usually park much closer to the beach itself. Now, Huntington State Beach allows swimming and surfing, but the ocean conditions should be taken seriously. California state parks warn that strong rip currents and rapidly breaking surf can create dangerous conditions. The southern end near the Santa Ana River jetties can produce powerful surf and shifting sandbars, so inexperienced surfers should not treat every section of this beach as a beginner area. Always swim near an active lifeguard tower and ask about conditions before entering the water. The biggest disadvantage is the distance from downtown. If your group wants to walk to the pier, Main Street, or Pacific City throughout the day, this is not the most convenient option. You can bike north using the coastal trail, but walking from the southern sections to downtown is considerably farther than it looks from the car. Huntington State Beach is my pick for families or larger groups planning a traditional all-day beach setup. If you have more space, convenient parking areas, and access to fire rings and recreational facilities without being directly inside the downtown crowd. Now travel north from the pier and you'll reach Bolsa Chica State Beach. Bolsa Chica extends approximately 3 miles from Warner Avenue to Seapoint Avenue. It has a different personality from both downtown and Huntington State Beach. The coastline feels more open, and you are across Pacific Coast Highway from the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. You'll find restrooms, outdoor showers, picnic ramadas, volleyball and basketball courts, an educational visitor center, the coastal bike trail, and close to 200 designated fire rings. Bolsa Chica also offers RV camping with approximately 50 campsites for self-contained recreational vehicles. Tent camping is not allowed. Choose Bolsa Chica State Beach if you want a bonfire, RV camping, surfing, a long bike ride, more distance from downtown, easy access to the Bolsa Chica area, or a calmer and more open beach atmosphere. It's particularly strong for bonfires. Bolsa Chica offers close to 200 fire rings, generally available on a first-come, first-served basis, unless one is included with a reserved picnic area. During summer and holiday weekends, you still need to arrive early. Fire rings have a curious ability to turn otherwise peaceful adults into competitive land claimants before breakfast. Keep in mind, dogs are not permitted on the sand or in the water at Bolsa Chica State Beach except for service animals. Leash pets are allowed in the parking lots and on the multi-use trail. Dog owners who want beach access should continue south to Huntington Dog Beach instead. The downside is that Bolsa Chica does not offer the same immediate access to restaurants, shopping, and downtown attractions. This is a beach where you choose because you want to be at the beach. If someone in your group expects to wander onto Main Street for lunch, they are going to discover that the pier is several miles south. Bolsa Chica is one of the best choices for a more relaxed beach day, especially if you want a fire ring, RV camping, or access to the northern coastal trail. It is also a strong option for visitors who want to combine the beach with a separate visit to the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. Just remember that the reserve and State Beach are different destinations on opposite sides of Pacific Coast Highway. Next is the beach with the simplest category win, Huntington Dog Beach. Dog Beach is located along Pacific Coast Highway between Golden West Street and Seapoint Avenue. It's open daily from 5 in the morning until 10 at night and offers 2 nearby metered parking areas. You'll find restrooms, picnic tables, waste bags, beach access points, and ramps. Dogs must be leashed while entering and leaving the beach, inside the parking areas, and on the upper bluff. Once you reach the beach sand, the area is leash optional. However, the beach is not fenced, so your dog should have reliable recall and remain under control. Choose Huntington Dog Beach if you want your dog on the sand, an ocean walk with your pet, socialization with other dogs, pet-friendly photographs, a casual beach visit, or to watch dogs experience more happiness in 20 minutes than most humans manage all week. Even visitors without dogs sometimes stop here because it's genuinely entertaining. If you go, bring fresh water, a bowl, waste bags, a leash, shade, and a towel. Do not allow your dog to drink ocean water and watch for signs of exhaustion or distress. Not every dog is naturally comfortable around waves, crowds, or dozens of unfamiliar animals. Introduce them to the environment gradually rather than launching them into the Pacific and hoping instinct handles the administrative details. The biggest disadvantage is that Dog Beach can feel unpredictable. You have dogs running, playing, barking, and crossing through beach setups. Parking also fills quickly during warm weekends. This is not the best destination for someone seeking a quiet beach nap or anyone uncomfortable around off-leash dogs. If you have a dog that is social, comfortable near water, and responsive to commands, this is one of the best pet-friendly experiences in all of Huntington Beach. Now, if you do not have a dog, there are better beaches for a traditional day on the sand. At the northern end of Huntington Beach is Sunset Beach. Sunset Beach stretches roughly 1.5 miles from Warner Avenue north toward Anderson Street. It feels noticeably different from the Pier area. This is a quieter residential beach community with beachfront homes, nearby cafes and restaurants, and one of the widest stretches of sand in Southern California. You'll find public restrooms, outdoor showers, picnic areas, and free parking options near Warner Avenue and along parts of Pacific Avenue. Sunset Beach is generally open from 5 in the morning until 10 at night. Choose Sunset Beach if you want a quieter beach, a residential coastal atmosphere, fewer downtown crowds, a long walk, a peaceful sunset, nearby local cafes, or a slower beach day. It is a strong choice for couples, locals, and visitors who have already experienced the pier and want something more relaxed. The nearby Sunset Greenbelt also adds a community park and walking area just inland from the sand. The trade-off is that Sunset Beach has fewer large visitor facilities than City Beach or the state beaches. Parking is more limited and you will not have the same concentration of attractions or organized activities. Dogs are also not allowed on the beach, and restrictions include alcohol, glass, smoking, and tent camping. Sunset Beach is the best choice for visitors who value atmosphere over amenities. It feels more like a small beach community and less like a center of a major tourist destination. Now let's make the decision simple. Here's a quick summary. Best beach for the first-time visitors, Huntington City Beach. You get the pier, downtown, restaurants, and the most recognizable Surf City experience. Best for families is the Huntington State Beach. There's more room, large parking areas, restrooms, recreation, and plenty of space for a full-day setup. Best beach for bonfires. This one is close, but I would give the advantage to Bolsa Chica State Beach because of the large number of fire rings and picnic options. Best beach for dogs, Huntington Dog Beach, obviously. Best beach for avoiding downtown crowds, Sunset Beach or Bolsa Chica. Choose Sunset for a quieter residential feel. Choose Bolsa Chica for more facilities, fire rings, and a full state beach experience. Best beach for restaurants and activities, Huntington City Beach. You're within walking distance of Main Street, Pacific City, and downtown businesses. Best beach for biking, Bolsa Chica or Huntington State Beach, both connect directly to the paved coastal trail. Best beach for surfing. That depends on your experience level and current ocean conditions. Never choose a surf spot solely because someone on the internet labeled it as the best. Check the conditions, speak with a lifeguard, and stay within your actual skill level. The important thing is not finding the one beach that is supposedly perfect for everyone. It's choosing the section of Huntington Beach that matches the day you want to have. Before you leave home, check the weather, surf conditions, parking situation, and any major events that could affect access. Once you arrive, follow posted rules, swim near a lifeguard, and leave the beach cleaner than you found it. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to Unlocking Huntington Beach for local guides, community updates, and everything you need to know about living in or visiting Surf City. My name is Lane Stone, and I'll leave you with this like I do each and every week. Do good, Huntington Beach deserves it, and I'll see you on the next one.